welcome to the first episode of Cathy and Renee in the RVA. I'm Renee.
And I'm Cathy.
We can't go too far without talking about our house DJ. You guys saw him at the start of the show, DJ Trev.
Let's give it up for Trevor.
I mean, really, how cute is he? Trevor is 3 years old. He just turned 3 and has been obsessed with music since he was about 18 months old. It started with Bruno Mars, and then Michael Jackson.
Big fan of Michael Jackson,
spent a
Thriller.
long time in that phase, and now he's really into DJ Tiesto, who I'm not even cool enough to know who that is, and he's 3 and he knows who he is. So we love Trevor, and he's going to be with us throughout the show as we go to break and go between segments to keep us entertained. So thank you, Trevor. Keep jamming. Cool. So we're so excited. So we're here in the RVA, which is Richmond, Virginia, in case you didn't know. We hope you did. And so we love Richmond. I'm born and raised here, lived here my whole life.
And I've been here about 18 years. My husband was born here as well. So just love the RVA.
We're pretty well known for being a river city. So we have the James River that runs through the city, which is gorgeous. So you might sometimes hear reference to that. One of the things that I also think we should be known for is not to get into politics, but regardless, our governor just got a new puppy I saw on Twitter yesterday, and his name is Guinness. So we feel like what other state's governor has a dog named after a beer?
It's perfect.
And this is the same governor who I've seen speak twice now, who will pound the table on how craft breweries are gonna bring tons of money into our state, and so I feel like he's really living it.
Yeah, and if you're ever in Richmond, you want to go by Vale Brewing Company, which is owned by some friends of ours, so definitely stop by.
Yeah, so good times. Just saying, what are your governors doing? Because what are they doing? We forgot to mention, please follow us on Twitter. Our handle is @Cathy with a C, Cathy Renee RVA. We would love to have you follow us on Twitter. We'll ask you some questions throughout the show and would love to hear from you. But speaking of Twitter, when I was doing some of my research for topics for this, I saw, like, what am I doing in Twitter that AARP is doing promoted tweets in my Twitter feed? Like, I turn 36 next month.
Yeah.
What am I doing? Like,
they're trying to get you early. They're trying to get you early.
I'm such a loser.
Get you locked in.
Which I don't get, because I'm following like Bravo and the Today Show, who we love, KLG and Hoda, we love you. So I don't know, but I was a little bothered.
I think there are some young people though that would think you are old, Renee.
Not AARP. We love you, AARP, but not for another 14 years, please. I mean, Brad Pitt's a member of the AARP, so I shouldn't judge, but so much. I just want to say, I usually say that the weather, I usually call that a conversation cop-out. So, but that's not the case, because we're here in Richmond and the weather is a serious topic. You cannot run into anybody and not talk about the weather. It has been raining here basically nonstop. It's the 22nd of May and it has not rained only 6 days of this month. So we're all depressed and it's a little sad.
It's sad. The other reason it's sad is because I lost 2 umbrellas. 2 umbrellas in the month of May.
What happened?
You take the umbrella to the place and you're like, it's all drippy, I can't take it inside, that would be rude. So you leave it outside. So one umbrella I left outside, I just forgot it. The other umbrella, I believe, was viciously stolen by someone who needed the umbrella. It was a good one. It was one of those golf umbrellas, a really big one with the ventilation.
That's sad.
Stolen.
I was going to say, was it stolen or did you forget? Because I am bad about forgetting them.
One at least was stolen. The other one, I think, viciously theft.
Yeah.
People, but maybe, you know, if you stay dry, people, that's fine. I had a raincoat, I was okay.
Right, we've only had 8 inches of rain.
It's been pretty serious.
We didn't need our umbrella bath. And then the other thing, just real quick, that's sort of funny, that's a big topic in Richmond, this tells you what a booming city we are, is a big conversation around grocery stores.
Yes.
Who would think that this would be such a big topic, but it's been a lot going on.
There's a lot going on. People are missing U-Crops, which was a Richmond staple. I loved U-Crops. I use them for all my parties, rolls, cakes, etc.
This is all brought on by the Wegmans. The Wegmans is an East Coast, I believe, Mid-Atlantic brand that is opened, and this is the most entertaining thing that happened this week in Richmond because it was raining. So they talked about the road closures due to the Wegmans opening
in Chesterfield County, right? Chesterfield?
Yes, because of the volume of traffic that was going to be going to the grocery store opening, which maybe would make sense if it were the only grocery store within even 10 miles. Say 10 miles.
There's so many.
There's not. We have 15 grocery stores. So we're just letting you know. We love RVA, but the hot topics here right now are rain and grocery stores.
I mean, I don't know. How do you pick? Do you go for the food there? Do you for the grocery stores? Because like a lot of Wegmans has great food. I've been there for lunch.
Yeah.
Great food.
Whole Foods, you know.
I mean, and also too. I mean, what are we doing? What, Renee? It's our
happy first episode. Hello.
Cheers. I mean, what is it doing here?
I mean,
not
really.
to drink it.
We just like to thank KLG and Hoda for the inspiration of having wine because
we love you guys.
When is that ever a bad idea? And we really love the excuse.
But anyway, grocery stores and weather, that's what we're doing,
people. That's what we're doing in RVA. That's what's happening. But no, seriously, love RVA. Great town. But we're super excited about this show. We've been talking about it for a long time.
It's been a dream.
We hope that you think we're as funny as we think we are.
And if you don't think that we're funny, just don't say anything.
Or just tweet us. I didn't even get a mean tweet at this point. That's just how many Twitter followers I want. That's okay. Trolls, we welcome them. What have you. So now we're going to go to our first segment, which, let's be honest, is our favorite because we like to talk. It's called Blabbing and Gabbing, which is where we're just gonna catch up on things happening in our life and around the world. So what have you been up to?
So for Mother's Day, I got an Alexa, which is an Amazon Echo. And let me just tell you, friend.
I wish you'd brought it. I'd like to talk to her.
Why did I not bring it on set? But let me just tell you, I love her. What I love is I go downstairs, I'm like, good morning. She's like, good morning.
Oh, that's
I'm like, what's the weather? She tells me. I'm like, what's the news? She tells me.
What happens if you complain to Alexa? Like, what if you're like, I'm having a bad day?
I have not gone there. I'm still new. I'm
curious.
And you know, I asked her to play music. She plays music. So anyway, I'm a big fan of the Amazon Echo. The other thing that's been going on really, and I live a very exciting life. Has also been binge watching Netflix. So why wouldn't you? My first show was Scandal. Love Scandal, Kerry Washington. If you're watching this for some reason, odd reason, love you. Olivia Pope, though, is a bit polarizing, Renee. I don't know if you know.
I don't watch Scandal, but I've been out with Cathy, and she talks about Scandal, and it's very clear that she loves this character, Olivia Pope, and has very strong feelings about people who do not love Olivia Pope.
I don't get it, because she's amazing. But anyway, she's polarizing, but I love it.
You love it. Talking about Netflix, so I just learned something recently that's a little disturbing. So have you heard of the phrase Netflix and chill? Which is basically what you're just saying you spent your whole weekend, Mother's Day, doing. Yes. I'm just saying, in the dating scene, Netflix and chill means something else. We're old. When you say I'm gonna Netflix and chill, you just mean I'm binge watching 12 seasons.
I'm gonna sit on the couch and I'm gonna watch it like it's my business.
With food and wine. Basically.
Yeah, why not? Love it.
Basically. Yeah. I'm not a big Scandal person, although I do love Shonda Rhimes. I love Grey's Anatomy. I'm in it for the long haul. Right. I'm still there.
Yeah.
But yeah.
What's been up with you?
You know, what are some good things that have been going on? So we recently went to a Chinese restaurant, and it's very funny because at this particular Chinese restaurant, they have a very fancy drink menu. With
You mean fancy like it's a lot of pictures and it's like
very detailed. It's very colorful. Yes, it's very Polynesian, and it's very in type. It works. Clearly it works because I said to Jeff, well, I want to get one of these fancy drinks. And so who can deny, you guys will see a picture on screen, the flaming volcano, which in my defense, the picture on the menu was not to scale. It didn't have a human head next to it to show you how big it was. And so you can see it's basically a mixing bowl with 18-inch straws coming out. And I don't know if you can notice the detail, but there's a flame in the center.
So Renee, could you taste the alcohol in it? Like, was it really strong?
This is what it was very sweet. I don't know. If you pay attention to the picture, you can see that there's some alcohol in the center that's in flames. And so I don't know if that was all the alcohol or if it was everywhere else. It was very good. It went down very easy. Probably the 18-inch straws helped with that. It was just very fast. It was very embarrassing because it was quite a scene when they brought it out to our table. It drew a lot of attention, and so it was just an experience. That was also the night, by the way, that I had 2 fortunes in my fortune cookie, which you'll see.
Girl, I had 2 fortunes in that cookie on Friday.
I thought that this never happened. We need to play the lot.
Was it a good fortune though?
They were a little lame. And one seemed to be from one batch and another seemed to be from another batch. You'll see what I'm talking about. The font's different. I don't know. I mean, whatever. I'll take it. It's a good fortune, but.
One of mine was, you will have a healthy appetite. I don't need that
seems
fortune.
Appropriate when you're
I don't need that
dinner.
fortune. Okay? Don't need it.
Oh, good times. Okay, so what else has been going on with you?
So I just wanted to take a moment to recognize the fact that it is the 30-year anniversary of a movie that I enjoy, which is Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Many of you,
this is how old we are.
Hopefully you know about it. Couple of things that I love that I still put into my daily routine is when you ask a question and no one answers.
Yes.
I go Bueller.
You do.
Just to see if anyone will answer.
You do that, but the millennials have no idea what we're talking about.
They don't know. They also have not watched Goonies and Top Gun, was what I find, which is like the other two great movies.
Yeah.
And the other thing that I tell you has really gotten me is that I've seen on Facebook that Harry Styles cut his hair.
Oh, let's look. How does it? Is it better?
He cut his hair.
I mean, it was like a rival of
I mean,
my
at first I didn't think he was cute, but now I think he could be cute. I think the long hair is better, but a lot of people seem to like the short.
I don't know.
So that's what's going on.
I'm not feeling it either. I mean, I think it's an improvement. I would like to see Harry Styles with a buzz cut. Let's just see buzz cut. Like just take it, donate it to Locks of Love, shave it all off.
Yeah.
I'd like to see that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What else from your entertainment world? I know that you're a big, celebrities. Celebrity. We love all of you.
So here's a couple things. One, this rumor about Jamie Foxx and Katie Holmes is still going around. This has been like 2 years, okay? By the way,
are they together or are they not together?
I saw Jamie Foxx at the American Black Film Festival in February. I love you, Jamie. Okay, but what I'm saying, I didn't see Katie Holmes.
Katie Holmes
is back in the news again. Are they together or not? And here's what I want to say. If you're a celebrity and you're having a hard time hiding from the paparazzi, maybe take a lesson from Jamie Foxx and Katie Holmes.
Right.
And Eva Mendes, who just gave birth to her 2nd child and has only ever been photographed once in 2 pregnancies.
What are they doing?
Take a page from their book because clearly they figured something out. I mean, I don't have this problem. I don't have paparazzi chasing me.
Maybe we will one day, Renee. Maybe
that's my hope and dream. Yes. Follow us on Twitter. Speaking of celebrities, let's play this fun game. Let's face it.
Okay.
And
I'm up for it.
Yeah, so basically we're gonna merge 2 celebrity faces together.
Like a mashup.
Yeah, and we're gonna have to get, it's basically if these people, we talked about Eva Mendes having these babies, her baby with Ryan Gosling, who we've never seen, but I assume her babies are gorgeous. If these 2 people were to have a baby together, here's what they'd look like. So we're gonna try to guess who would the 2 celebrities be that make up this face. So we're gonna play Let's Face It. Game on.
Okay, both Calvin Klein underwear models.
All right, okay, I'm very familiar with them. Mark Wahlberg,
Justin Bieber.
Mark Wahlberg and Justin Bieber. We're gonna go with that. Boom! Boom! Yay! Love underwear models.
So good.
Got it.
Top of it.
For your next clue, both of these shared a husband.
Ooh,
Angelina Jolie and Jennifer
Aniston. Yes! Yes!
Correct.
Yes!
Both of these played the same superhero.
Christian.
Oh, Ben Affleck.
Christian
Bale. Christian Bale.
And Ben Affleck.
Batman.
Correct.
Boom.
Booming.
Boom.
Booming.
Who together sort of look like the guy from Wings. I feel like it sort of looked like the guy from Wings that's on Madam Secretary.
I don't watch
I
that.
don't think it's terrible. Anyway, Tom.
Okay, we've got one more.
Okay, all right. Let's see.
Okay, we're focusing.
All right, for this one, both dated a famous pop star.
He was married to Katy Perry.
Orlando Bloom.
Brand.
Russell Brand.
Yes.
Correct.
Is that right?
That's correct.
Yes.
Oh, we're so
Rumored.
One more.
Rumored.
Okay,
Rumored.
one more.
One more.
Got this.
Ex-lovers with the same first name.
Taylor Lautner, Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
That is correct.
That's the most
So
alarming.
good. That is
I
not
think that's
a
the most
good
alarming.
photo. But anyway,
The most alarming.
thanks for joining us for Let's Face It. Hi everyone, I'm excited for our next segment, which is Summer Hacks, with our life and style editor, Tiffany. Welcome, Tiffany.
Thank you, Cathy, Renee. Really appreciate you having me here today. I'm excited to share some tips and tricks that I think are gonna make your summer a little easier and a lot more fun.
Great.
Love it.
So first, I'd love to talk about cupcake liners. They're more versatile than you may think. We all know popsicles are a staple of summer. Kids love them, but as a mom, I don't love the mess it leaves behind.
Yeah.
Yes.
Why not use a cupcake liner to keep hands clean?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
The drips.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'll catch everything, keep it off your floor, keep hands sticky free.
Love it.
Also, another use for cupcake liners, why not throw one on your drinking glass, insert a straw. This is gonna keep unwanted things out, like bugs,
Yes.
sand, if you're taking it to the beach.
Yes. I love that.
Yeah,
Personal
because
experience.
that has happened.
Lots.
And
Yes. I also love how you could use it as an identifier for your drink. If you had different cupcake
Absolutely.
liners, I'd know.
Yes.
Yes.
I have the blue.
At
hands
parties.
off.
Exactly.
sure.
And if you're using glass, you just use a Sharpie and write on the cupcake liner.
Oh, I
Perfect.
love that. Yeah.
Great trick.
Yeah. Next, I'd love to talk about a fun spin on packing a cooler. So how about, in addition to ice, throw in some frozen water balloons.
I love that.
That's cute.
Yeah, when they thaw, you're gonna have a water balloon fight. How fun is that?
Fun for the kids. I don't.
Definitely fun for the
I would
kids.
Probably be attacked.
Yes. And also, if you are packing for a day at the beach, we also say throw in a couple frozen Capri Suns. They are gonna act as ice blocks when they start out. They're gonna keep your drinks cold. But as the day goes on, they're gonna turn into a slushy treat.
Mm-hmm.
Cut off the top, and you've got a nice, yummy treat for folks to enjoy. And then later, it will be a nice cold drink.
Love it.
Great, yeah. Thank you.
Feel free to try that.
Slush.
But why should kids have all the fun, right? Let me
That's what
talk
I'm always saying.
about a grown-up version. So what we have here is a grown-up Capri Sun slushie. What you're gonna do is take your favorite spirit or wine, a carbonated beverage, some citrus fruit, and if you wanna spice it up a bit, some fresh herbs.
Oh, nice.
Throw that into a quart-size Ziploc bag, pop it in the freezer, okay? And then throw it in your cooler on your way to the beach. You'll then have your own slushie. That will be a nice daiquiri. And then again, as the day goes on, you'll just have an ice cold sangria.
I love it.
Great.
Are we gonna try this? Am I
Yeah.
gonna try it? I'm gonna try it.
Have
Yeah.
some more of this.
Yeah.
And you just drink it straight into the bag.
Or
no?
you could pour it into a glass. If you're on the go, head into the beach, this is perfect
That's
to throw in your
refreshing.
cooler.
That's good. Mm-hmm.
I never knew Capri Suns
I'll
were so
just
good.
keep this bag now
Yeah.
for the rest of the show. Love it.
Well, thanks again for having me, guys. Hopefully
you.
this gives you some fun ways to enjoy your summer.
I love it. Thank you.
Thanks, Tiffany. So we're up for our next segment, which is called Animal Tales. Who doesn't love a good tale of an animal? So we're going to talk about, I guess we'll talk about our pets first, which is,
Why not?
why not? So
Everybody loves pets.
So I'm going to talk about my dog Bailey, who everyone look at a picture of him now. He's
How
super
sweet
cute.
is he?
He's very old.
How old is? I was gonna say how old.
He
is
was
Bailey?
born in 2003.
Their
and
first baby.
It was our first anniversary gift, and he is my first child. Very sweet. However, I will tell you, how many of you have your dogs that sleep with you? Probably a lot. Bailey sleeps right there, and this morning I'm waking up Renee, and I'm sitting there staring at him like, "Good morning, Bailey."
Like, I love you, Bailey.
And he sneezes in my face. And I can feel the droplets of the sneeze
That's disgusting.
on my face. And then he just looks at me and I'm like, "I love you." And I pet, Who else would you allow to sneeze straight in your face and then pet them and love them like they're your best friend? I'm telling you, it's your dog.
Right.
So anyway, so let's look at Nina here.
Yeah, that's disgusting. so here we'll see Nina, who is my cat, and this is basically Nina's life. As you can see, she lives a very comfortable life, sprawled out on my feet.
Yes.
And basically, you know, Nina's a little overweight, so don't tell her that. But she lives a good life. And so I have many pictures of crazy situations that she has gotten herself in, but I thought that I would try to make her look really sweet. So this is her sweet phase. Mm-hmm. So anyway, but let me tell you, I feel like that's a normal way to like talk about animals and your pets, right? I just learned this week at work about a new trend, and I'm old, so I had no idea that this was a trend around these promposals, which basically it's
I
like...
have not heard of this. So
okay, all right, so it's teenagers inviting each other to prom, and it's to the level that it's like an engagement, where, I mean, that's the degree of planning and like creativity on asking somebody to prom.
So it's not just, hey, we're dating.
Will you go to prom with me? Like walk in the hallway, pass a folded note. No.
Nothing.
So anyway, talking about animals, this is insane because this is a commitment. Okay, these are maybe what you call some normal promposals. Okay. So you can see this is cute. Roses are red. Donuts are the bomb. Do me a favor and come with me to the prom. First of all, let's all just be real. Men, if you want women to do something for you, donuts are never a bad thing. I'm also noticing that crullers made their way into that donut box. Excellent idea. I'm down for that.
Some chocolate covered, some sprinkles on it.
Right? Let's look at the next one. Yeah. The next one is probably what you'd picture, more teenage, like balloons, pinks, blues, very sweet.
Prom,
like certainly more than I ever had when I was being asked to prom, but like sweet, okay?
Yeah, it's very nice.
And then the next one around talking about like we're a perfect match and 2 matches and a matchbook.
That's a matchbook. Look at that.
Where do you even find matchbooks these days? But whatever, it's very cute. Okay, this is what I heard as a story at work this week around a promposal. This is one of my coworkers' daughters. And so you can see that the sign says, can you help me out and be my date to prom? And so I just want to make sure that you can really notice that in between the teenage boy and teenage girl is a cat. I think we have a close-up of the cat who came with a very sweet charm that says prom. Now listen, I'm the cat person. I love cats. But here's what I'm saying to the mom. Number one, that's high pressure, right? Like if that's the level that you have to go to for prom.
Is this a cat that like the boy had and he just put the cat in the prom? I mean, in the picture for the prom? Or is it a cat for the girl?
This is how this came about. I'm very well known at work for my love of cats. And so my coworker said, oh, I got a new cat. I said, oh, that's so sweet. Did you get it from the shelter? And she said, no, my daughter got it for prom. And I was like, what? I'm sorry, what? And so, come to find out, they did reach out in advance. She did give permission.
Okay, well, I was gonna ask.
Yes, and helped participate in staging it. But anyway, it's a kitten that's probably gonna live for the next 15 to 20 years. And it's for prom. So I found that fascinating. I didn't know that live animals were like a way to ask somebody to prom. Well, come to find out, the teenage girl who's very sweet in the picture, who got a kitty cat as part of going to prom, one of her friends got a bunny rabbit. I mean, this is a thing. This is how pets are coming to be. And like these kids are going off to college. It's the parents who are going to have pets.
My daughter is 10 years old. She's 10. What is going to happen when she gets there?
I mean,
who knows?
Really?
What's going to happen? Next level.
It's going to be next level.
I do not want a pet.
Yeah.
I do not want an extra pet.
I don't know.
I have one. He sees this in my face. So you see the full circle of how it comes into my life.
That's the parents of these kids who are getting pets in promposal. But anyway, it's very sweet. And truthfully, I feel for these teenage boys who are having to come up with these creative ideas. But I mean, goodness gracious, I don't even know. So there you go. That's what we have to say about animals.
That's there for animal tales for the day.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
Now our next segment eat that with our resident chef, Jeff.
Thanks so much for having me. I'm really glad to be here.
Great.
Today I'm going to talk about guacamole. It's a really great summertime treat, and it's super easy to find all the ingredients in your grocery store or in your garden. And fresh guacamole tastes way better than store-bought.
Agreed.
It's one of my favorites. I'm so excited. I said guacamole. I love
Guacamole.
it.
Guacamole.
Just love it. It's so good.
Yeah, it's fun to say. I like it. Let's talk through the ingredients, all right? First, we're gonna have a quarter of an onion, finely chopped. Next, we will have garlic, minced. Then a Roma tomato. Now I take all the juice and guts out of the middle of it because I don't like the seeds and the mess. So just the skin, it gives it a little tart flavor and also adds some nice color to your guacamole. For a little spice, I like jalapenos.
Yeah, that looks like a lot of spice.
A little jalapeno.
Do you guys like spice?
A little, not too
bit.
much, but
I think you're gonna like it.
yeah.
Okay. All right. Cilantro. Now I picked this out of the garden. I did. I picked this out of the garden this morning, so it's
Yeah.
nice and fresh. It should have a
Yeah.
good flavor to it.
Nice.
We'll add a little bit of salt and pepper.
Gotta have it.
Okay. And the main ingredient, avocado. Now I like a lot of guacamole, so I'm going with 4 of them today. Now you can cut this back and only do like 2 or however you want to make the recipe, but I like a lot. And then a little bit of lime, and the lime helps add some of that citrusy zing, but it also helps prevent it from getting all brown and icky. Okay?
Yeah,
So-
I never knew how to do that. So that's a great tip.
All right, you guys ready to start?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do
Jump
it.
in.
All right, the onion. A little bit of garlic.
I feel like nothing compares to fresh garlic, too.
I know.
You know?
Agreed.
Yes, this is freshly minced.
Yeah.
Okay, tomatoes. Let's get a nice bright color for
And
us
you prefer
too.
Roma tomatoes versus regular.
I do. I think they have a better skin texture and they just have a little bit better flavor.
That's good.
Great.
Are you putting all that jalapeno?
All the jalapenos.
You don't want it too hot?
I'll leave it up to you.
All right.
Do you like a little, like a half or?
Okay, we can add more if we want.
Yeah.
All right, there we go.
Okay.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you know about cilantro that some people can't taste cilantro and instead to them it tastes like soap? It's like a genetic thing. I love cilantro.
I've never heard of that before.
Yeah.
That's
Interesting.
It is. It's
That's
a
very
thing.
interesting.
Some people don't, their taste buds can't process it for some reason, but I love it.
Yeah, I
fascinating.
love it as well.
Yeah. A little bit of salt.
Yeah, a little salt, a little pepper.
It smells good.
Okay. And then
big
let's just get all this in there. All right.
Nice.
And we'll just mix it up.
Jeff, while you're mixing, I see you got some chips over there. What chips do you recommend to eat with the guacamole?
You know, that's a personal preference. I like the restaurant style with a little bit of a little salt on them. The scoops are also really good if you want to get lots of dip in your chip. So that's a.
I love it thin and crispy.
I
I feel like you can eat more chips for the same amount of calories.
We like
It's thin and
scoops at our household. Scoops are a big deal.
Yeah, scoops are good for dip.
All right. Now
Less
this
likely to break off.
is mashing up nicely here.
It looks
And it should
great.
be ready in
Jeff.
just a few seconds.
Now, are you going to let us have a taste of this guacamole?
Well, I think I have to. It's your show.
I mean, I
right?
think, yes.
We were gonna
Yes,
have
it
some
is.
whether you wanted us to or not. One thing while you're doing that and just finishing mashing that up, I know you talked about the lime helping with it not turn brown. One thing that I've noticed too is when you store it, if you're not gonna eat it all at once, if you put plastic wrap right on top of it with no air in between, that helps keep it from oxidizing too, right?
I have heard that. That's also a great tip.
Cool.
Okay, I
This
think
looks
we're
good.
we're
Looks
all
really
set
great.
here.
I'm gonna show them how
Nice
good it
and
looks.
fresh.
Yeah,
Show them
just
how
a
good
second
it looks.
mixing bowl
Good.
here. Yep.
So
Yum.
good.
And then let's just get this lime on it. Make it nice and fresh and citrusy. Fresh squeezed lime juice. It's delicious.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's great.
All right.
Delicious.
And we are all set.
All right,
Fresh
so
guacamole.
we are going to get Chip. Renee, do you want to
Yeah,
hand
wanna
me
try
one?
it? I feel like there's also something here that you can't have guacamole without, right?
Right, and that is.
Did you bring us, Chef Jeff, did
A
you bring us
margarita.
margaritas?
Yes, of course.
I can
Yeah.
I've been smelling the
We're gonna
tequila.
try this. We're gonna try this. Chef Jeff, you wanna get in here?
Absolutely.
That's delicious.
Okay.
It's very good.
Only made better by this margarita.
Get one in here for Chef Jeff.
Mm.
I love a saute brown on a margarita.
Delicious.
Delicious.
It's great. Jeff,
So we're just gonna sit here and eat an entire batch of guacamole for the rest of the show.
And drink a margarita.
Exactly.
Yeah. Thank you.
All
It's a
right.
fun
for coming on.
Yeah.
recipe.
Thanks for having me.
Hi, this is a very serious segment that we are calling Screen Time. This is not about a movie that is getting ready to come out and I've just seen it and I'm going to tell you about it. This is about one that we can, Renee, that we can look forward to.
Yes.
And I'm just gonna keep talking about it, then I'm gonna announce what it is. As most of my friends know, I am a super fan of the Fast and Furious movie series.
That's true.
Yeah. It's usually hard for people to believe since I am a conservative, risk-averse mom who doesn't like to drive anywhere. You know, people ask the question, would you rather have a chef, someone to clean your house, or a driver? I say driver every single time. I don't like to drive. But I simply love these movies. I've watched every one except for Tokyo Drift, which wasn't that good, over 25 times.
I believe it.
I had to leave work early in 2013 when Paul Walker
This
died
is so true.
in a car crash. I did. So all of you can imagine how excited I am about the new Fast and Furious movie, Fast and Furious 8, set to come out in April 2017. Some of you may ask, Cathy, why do you like these movies so much? And I'm going to tell you
I
that
thought it was the high guy.
I'm gonna tell you-
Honest.
I'm going to tell you that it's best exemplified by this shirt, which I
Oh my God.
have procured.
What is this?
That says,
What is this?
yeah, don't even be jealous, Renee. Don't even be
I
jealous.
don't have friends. I got family.
Yes! Anybody who has seen this movie knows this is what Vin Diesel says is, I don't have friends, I've got family. Which is basically one of the reasons why I love the movie, which is you make your own family with friends and just the loyalty and there's humor and there's suspense.
Again, I'm gonna say, and hot guys.
And I will tell you, there's some hot guys in it too. I'm not gonna lie
I
to
think
you.
that's critical.
I'm not gonna lie to you. So Renee, here's what I know. Here's what I
tell
know
me.
about
Yeah, tell me, because I'm not following this as much as you are. So tell me.
Charlize Theron her name is Cypher in the movie, and she's a bad guy.
Can we just talk? Can I just interrupt you
You
for a
can,
second?
yeah.
So can we all just talk about the very awkward situation with Charlize Theron and Sean Penn this past week at the Cannes Film Festival
I've
when
not
they
seen
were
this.
when they were deeply in love. We'll show a picture.
Yeah.
When they were deeply in love, they worked on a movie together, which now is being premiered at the Cannes Film Festival, and it's very, I mean, kudos to them for both showing up
They're
and doing
there.
what they need to do, but it's
They're
a little
done.
uncomfortable. You don't want to run into your ex in that way. I mean, I feel bad. There were cameras. It was terrible. Anyway,
They're done.
sorry to interrupt.
I mean, it's a good movie because she's in it. Okay, she's
There you
coming
go.
in it. And the other newbie is Scott Eastwood, who is Clint Eastwood's son.
pretty cute.
He was
He was in a Nicholas
We'll
Sparks
show
movie.
a photo. He was in a Nicholas Sparks movie. He's very cute,
He's very
and he is going to be a good guy in this movie. Very
Okay,
good.
that's good. All I
We're
know
excited.
about him is they had a picture on Twitter or somewhere where I feel like this was a little staged because it was several months back when he was running.
Running.
in jeans,
Yeah, I've seen that
barefoot,
one.
and then found something and did pull-ups. I mean,
Yeah, it was staged, but
it was nice to look at. I just don't know how
He's gonna be in
I
the
don't know how
movie.
authentic.
so we're excited about those
I'm excited.
two. Excited about those two people. They've been filming in Havana, Cuba recently, so they have some locations. They're also
Nice.
filming in Cleveland, Ohio, from what I've heard, and they were asking for extras. And I'm not gonna lie to you, like I thought about, should I just take off and go to Cleveland and
I
be
think
like
you
me?
should. I mean, hands down.
Look at me. Don't I look like I should be in
I
the
feel
movie?
like you went.
I mean,
yeah.
Look at me.
This.
I put like a leather jacket on with this. I don't know, but I think that'd be great.
Rent a sports car.
Yes.
Yeah, it can happen.
April 2017 cannot come soon enough, and you know who'll be the first person in line for that movie? It's me. It's me.
There you go.
So that
In
wraps
this
up.
shirt.
That wraps
In
up
this shirt.
screen time. I don't have friends. I've got family. That's it for screen time.
And now for our next segment, Are You Brighter Than a Fifth Grader? We have our fifth grader, Madeline, and a parent, Kevin.
Thank you guys for joining us today. Basically, I'm going to read you guys a question. I'm going to give you a couple of answers and then hit your buzzer when you know the answer. And then we will call on whoever is the fastest. The way that you will win is have the most questions correct. So let's get started.
This is gonna be easy.
Which one of these is a mammal? Is it a seahorse, a sea lion, or a sea urchin? Kevin?
Kevin.
Sea lion.
Sea lion is correct. Good job. Which U.S. president purchased the Louisiana Territory from France in 1803? Was it Jefferson, Monroe, or Madison?
Jefferson?
That's right, Jefferson is correct. Good job. Who was the youngest person to assume the office of president? Was it Bill Clinton, John F. Kennedy, or Theodore Roosevelt? Kevin.
Kennedy.
I'm sorry, JFK is not correct. Madeline, do you want to take a turn?
Roosevelt?
Roosevelt is correct. Good job.
Yeah, that's tricky.
Which is the largest South American country by area? Is it Argentina, Chile, Brazil, Mexico, or Peru? Madeline.
Brazil.
Correct. You know my favorite movie, Fast and the Furious, they spend some time in Brazil, so we'll talk about.
I want to go to Brazil.
Yeah,
just 'cause
Brazil.
the way you say it.
I know that. Yeah, good job. That is correct. True or false? Polar bears eat penguins. Yes,
False.
Madeline. That is false, and that's sort of disturbing. But I'm
Yeah,
glad they
okay.
don't eat.
I don't want to picture
You don't
that.
want
They're
the
both
polar-
cute.
We don't want the polar bears to eat penguins.
Yeah.
Good
False
job.
is correct. Suckers.
And the next question is, what popular boy band member now has a new hit called Cake by the Ocean? Is it Ross Lynch, Joe Jonas, or Harry Styles? Madeline?
Joe Jonas.
Joe Jonas is correct. Good job. Did you know that?
I did know that.
I'm
I did know
very
that.
familiar
it's
with Joe
It's one of
Jonas.
those songs that gets stuck in your
Can't
head. They seem to
manage-
be playing it everywhere.
And then, yeah, exactly. It's a very
Yeah.
catchy song. So congratulations, Madeline. You have beat the parent, Kevin. Congratulations. Come on up. We have a prize for you.
Yes. So we have a prize that's full of snacks that a fifth grader would love. Here's some good old fifth grader candy.
Thank you so
Good
much,
job.
Madeline.
You did a great job.
Thank you.
Great. Thanks for being on the show.
All right, that's it for us. Thank you so much for joining us for our first episode of Cathy and Renee in the RVA. We have so loved this. Please follow us on Twitter if you aren't already. Cathy with the C, Renee, RVA. And we couldn't end this without thanking the people who helped make this a reality.
Yes.
Brian and Moonday Productions, amazing, amazing work. Jeff, Madeline, Kevin, AJ, DJ Trevor, how cute has he been throughout the whole episode? I love that. I can't wait for us to be able to say we discovered him 15 years from now when he's all the rage. Tiffany, our life and style editor, and even Miles, who was off screen, who was a sweetheart. So,
And just really all of our friends and family who've been super supportive for us as we prep for this and just supportive of all we do. So thank you guys.
and everybody that we talk to, because you might recognize some of our stories and stuff that we talk about. So just know that if you talk to us or grab us in conversation, who knows, you might end up as a topic on the next Cathy and Renee RVA. So until next time, thank you.
Thank you, Richmond.